welcome to Gabie's Knit Goodies. I'm Gabie, this is Wookie, and I'm here to talk about knitting. I just want to show you guys a whip I've been working on. You can find me other places at Gabie's Knit Goodies on loveknitting.com and Gabie's Goodies on Ravelry and Gabie's Goodies on Instagram. And I have a husband and 3 kids, and I homeschool my 3 kids ages 10 down to 6, and I love to knit and I enjoy designing as well. This is my Souvenir shawl pattern, and it's in the testing process now, and I'd still be willing to have some more testers. If you're interested, just message me below in the comment section. So let's go ahead and get right into the knitting. I have started a new whip. If you watched my last video, I had a number of mini skein sets of yarn, and one of them was a gradient set by Zen Yarn Garden, and it had 3 20-gram skeins of fingering weight merino yarn in Pansies colorway, and it's 3 different shades of purple. So I was looking for a pattern. It's about 600 yards, it said. So I was looking for a pattern that would work with that, and I found one by Joji Locatelli called Midsummer Haze. And so that's what I've started, and I've actually gotten pretty far on it. So this pattern, I'll put a picture of the pattern up for you, but it is a mix between a shawl and a cowl. So it's, you actually start off knitting it just like a triangular cowl. And then you join it in the round, so the front is like longer than the back. So you start off just like a regular triangular shawl, and then right here, I think it's right before this first little line, you join it in the round, and then you start knitting in the round. So once it's done, it kind of looks like you're wearing a shawl, but you just slide it over your head. And I was actually thinking that my 2 little girls might enjoy wearing it as well. So the first section is pretty basic. It just has a purl rows every now and again, and it has the increases down the center, but it doesn't really have any increases in the back. You know, now that I think about it, I think you knit it like a shawl all the way down to here, and then join it in the round. Anyways, shortly after you join it in the round, you get to do this lace section. I don't know how the sunlight's going to affect the colors here. You can tell that I've changed from the darker to the second mini skein, the lighter mini skein, and then the third one's even lighter than this. The pattern does not call for a gradient set of yarn. It's just one color. I'm just making it up as I go. But I'm just using up one skein and then going on to the next. But because the yarn pattern, the shawl pattern or the cowl pattern, whatever you want to call it, calls for, I think, about 550 yards, and I have 600. I figured I could just use up all of one color and then move on to the next, and the ratio would kind of work out, I think. So anyways, I am on to the lace section, and I think it just has the same kind of lace all the way to the end, and then it expands as it goes, so it gets wider. And then at the very end, after you bind off, you put some tassels along it. And I kind of like fringe and tassels, so I thought that would be fun. I'm hoping that'll work out where I have the right amount of yarn for that. We will see. So it's coming out nicely, I think. I like it. And it's knitting up really quick for me. But I do have a lot of basketball games and practices to sit through. All 3 of my kids are playing basketball this year. So on Saturdays we have like 3 hours worth of basketball games. And then during the week we have like 3 hours worth of basketball practices to knit through. So I've been enjoying that. I put down my knitting when my kids are actually playing, but when they're not playing, then I figure the knitting is free game. So, yay. I'm excited. I'm really enjoying it. I'll try one for you. I don't think doesn't require as much yarn as or as much knitting as a regular shawl. Of course, you don't have as many options to wear it afterwards, but I tend to wear my shawls so that like the point is in the front, and the bulky part is in the front, more than anything else. So I think the way that this will lay will work for me. Hopefully none of my stitches will fall off. So you just slide it on, and then this part just gets bigger and bigger. So this smaller part is more like a cowl, just kind of drapes here, and this part will be, I think, about right here once it's all done, the lace part. So anyways, I'm working on this color now, and then the last one is even lighter. So it goes to this one. I'm almost done with this one, not too much further to go. The shawl is coming along really fast. That's probably partly because I'm not really working on anything else. I know I've been doing my Ramblin' Woman, but I haven't had a lot of motivation. Since I finished knitting it, I haven't blocked it, which is what I wanted to do before steeking it to see if that hem would lie down. I haven't done that yet. So as soon as I do that, maybe I'll get more motivation again to start finishing that, because I have to steek it and knit the button band on that one, and then potentially modify the hem of it. We'll see. Anyways, I'm loving this, and I'm enjoying just kind of relatively mindless knitting on this. The lace pattern is not very complicated, although I have had to rip back a couple of times because I messed it up a little bit, and I had to fix it because it was like right here in the front, and I thought it would bother me. So you do have to pay attention, but it's not super complicated at all. The only other thing I wanted to talk about was my daughter's birthday was this past weekend, and I finished those sparkly pink socks for her, and totally forgot to give them to her until 2 days later. So she does have her birthday socks, but I forgot to give them to her on her birthday. I felt really bad about that because I'd actually finished them. I felt more bad for me than for her. I don't think she was too heartbroken, but she was excited to get them when I finally remembered that I had finished them and actually gave them to her. She says they're a little snug to slide on, but they fit really well when they're on. And I'll put pictures of them up here because I don't have them on me right now. But she likes them. She likes everything I knit her. So anyways, thanks for listening in to my knitting chat. And I hope y'all are having a wonderful February and you had a good Valentine's Day. And I will talk to you later. Hopefully next time I'll have this all finished. That'll be fun. And hopefully I will have worked on my Ramblin' Woman a little more. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.